For our Christmas table runner, you only need 2 pieces of fabric, one for the front for your table runner that measures 12 inches by 41 inches and one for the back measuring 18 inches by 41 inches. And this table runner should only take you around 10 minutes to make. The first thing we're going to do is to flip over our top piece and lay it down along the edge of the backing fabric, so we want right sides together. And then I'm going to pin at both ends, and then I'll just give it a little tug once I've pinned the 2 ends together, lining up the edges nicely. And then I'll pin in the middle, and then I'll put a few more pins in all the way along. Now once we've done that, we're going to sew it with a 1/4 inch seam. And you can see what that looks like here. And we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So once again, match up the sides, pin at both ends, give it a tug and pin in the middle, and then pin all the way along. And we'll do exactly the same thing as we did with the other side. Don't worry about the fact that your backing piece is bigger than your front piece. It'll come clear shortly. Okay, so here we are. We're just going to sew it down with a 1/4 inch seam. Remember to move your pins when you're sewing. Now that forms a tube, and you could see what it looks like at this point. Now it may seem a little odd, but trust me, it's all going to come good in the end. So now what we need to do is just turn it through, and as you can see, when we do this, that the backing fabric is going to form a border for us. So what we need to do is just make sure that the borders are even on both sides, so just keep adjusting it until it looks right. And you can always use a ruler if you want to get it perfect, and then give it a press to keep everything in place. And we're just about there. Now we just need to flip the table runner over and then fold it in half, and then we just want to pin along the short end. So we'll do that on both ends of the table runner. You can see here I'm just lining up the edges nicely and pinning it together. And then we're going to just sew along both of those edges with a 1/4 inch seam. And I did start and end in a back stitch with this just to help keep things in place. This is what it looks like with the ends sewn, and now we just need to turn the ends through. So if you pull the corner through, and you can see that as we do that, it forms a point on the end, and do that with the other end as well. Now you just want to keep the corners the seam nicely centered, so just adjust it until everything is sitting nice and flat and centered. And then you may also need to use a chopstick or a pair of scissors to push at the points. Be very careful if you're using scissors, you don't want to tear the fabric. As you can see, I'm using an apple corer because it's nice and blunt. Now all we need to do is pin down that pointy bit on both ends, and we'll be sewing that down with about 1/8 of an inch just to hold it in place. You could use a button if you wished, do whatever you like. You can do a fancy stitch. I'm just sewing across with the black thread and just to hold it nicely in place. And it also started and ended with a back stitch because this isn't going to be caught into any other seams, so we want it to stay without the stitches coming undone. And there we have it. Now didn't I tell you it was nice and simple and should only take about 10 minutes of your time. Now if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.